welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings, don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see what is your reputation. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video. And if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Group number 1. Okay, so what is your reputation? Okay, group number 1. So right away when I saw these cards, what instantly came to me about you guys is that you come across kind of like a party animal, okay? And that's going to vary for all of you, but I do get the impression that you guys do like to go out and you like to have a good time. And you do kind of like to party. You like to socialize. You're a very lively, fiery person. So I feel like, you love that human interaction, and so I'm just getting the impression anything where you're out and like the center of attention, and you just come across like the life of the party, okay? So yeah, and in fact the song that came to me in regards to that is Britney Spears' Circus, okay? And in particular the lyrics, I'm like the ringleader, I call the shots, I'm like a firecracker, I'll make it hot when I put on a show. I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to rain. I'm a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Let me know if you're ready and all that. And all eyes on me in the center of the ring just like a circus. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is you guys, you love to be out on the dance floor. You don't mind when all eyes are on you. And I feel like, you guys are seen to be the leader in your group, okay? Or like a ringleader. And just the one who's like, you are self-motivated as far as yourself goes, but you also are the one to get all, your group out and like having a good time and out on the dance floor. You're the one that gets people out of their comfort zone is what I'm seeing. So very fire and air vibes with this group. Okay, I see you guys as also being outspoken and opinionative, but either way, you guys are very fun, spontaneous people who I see that you get things moving and shaking and like you get everybody, I was gonna say groove and it just kind of rhymed, but like, yeah, like literally though, like you guys get people out there, and outside of their comfort zone and just having the time of their lives. Like that's really like how you guys are seen, okay? So yeah. On top of that, with the opposition card, I feel like, and you guys being opinionative, you guys do not shy away from rocking the boat, so to speak, okay? So, whereas other people might want to kind of keep the peace and, like, not quite share their opinion, you guys are like, no, like, this is me being true to myself, and if it comes to me to say something, I'm going to say it, and I feel like you honestly feel like you're doing yourself and the world a justice by expressing yourself. So that's very interesting, group 1. All right, so on top of all that, I feel like you guys, with the Roots card here, family and friends mean the world to you guys, okay? And I feel like you would do absolutely anything for them. You're fiercely loyal and protective. And yeah, although I feel like you guys are friends and know a lot of people, you also have those, though, that you're definitely closest to, that get to know like every side of you. But this is definitely, though, how you come across to people, period, though. Okay. And here's what's interesting, though. So even though some of you might be in the spotlight with the star card, either way, I feel like the way that you are and whatever it is that you post is definitely a source of inspiration to others. So I'm definitely seeing that, there's a side of you guys where it's kind of like you, on one hand with the sun card, you are seen to have this like good self-esteem, a strong personality, all that. But on top of all that, I feel like you don't quite let it get to your head. So that makes you a very balanced person. And going back to the Roots card, I feel like, it's kind of like you guys know your roots. You know where you came from. You have this humble groundedness to you and down to earth to you. So you don't ever let this spotlight get to your head is what I'm seeing. And it's kind of like the J-Lo song comes to me in regards to you with that. It's kind of like, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Okay, so that's like you guys. You definitely have that amazing balance where it doesn't matter the changes that are occurring. You might have more wealth, more materialism. You're in the spotlight. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change you. Okay, so along with that, you guys are also seen to be the like a really driven and goal-oriented person. It's like you got your eyes on the prize and you stop at nothing, and that is like amazing to people because I don't feel like they're quite at that level as you. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like you guys come across like the Energizer Bunny, okay? Like you have this energy about you where I feel like a lot of you might even get up early, you might be type A personality, and it's kind of like you have this to-do list and you just like hit it. You hit the ground running, and then the stuff that you guys accomplish is just like, how is that humanly possible? And I feel like I just said this in another video about you guys, but like it's coming across again. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it was the intimidated video. Okay, it's all coming full circle with you guys. Okay, so people like, they have no idea how it's humanly possible to do what you guys do. And it's almost like, yeah, you guys just have this uncanny ability to like accomplish things. Okay, so your reputation is, people see that and they have no clue how, but they're amazed by it. Okay. Also, you guys have a bit of a gossiping nature along with you, I see. Okay, so you guys are definitely up on the latest. You love spilling the tea. I feel like this group in particular loves checking out the videos of like what the latest gossip is about you. And, you know, and along with that, you guys are also like detectives. So if anybody could figure anything out about anybody, that's you. Okay, so you're that friend. You're the friend that friends come to that are like, hey, so-and-so is seeing someone new, but I don't know who. And you're like, oh, well, give me any detail about that person. I'll find them right away. And that, yeah, that's you guys. Okay, so you're that friend. Okay, so you guys also have a real, like, justice and fairness about you. And I feel like, and I'm actually getting kind of lawyer vibes with this group. So, you know, some of you could be in law or a lawyer, or you just kind of like have, the way you communicate's like a lawyer, okay? And that also, okay, that goes along with this. You guys are seen to be amazing debaters. Yep, lawyer feel. You know your stuff, and you also have examples to back it up, okay? So yeah, you know, people step to you, they better bring their A game because you guys don't mess around, like you know your stuff. And yeah, you just, it's kind of like you're an expert in whatever interests you. That's the type of feeling I'm getting. And okay, so going back to the lawyer feel though, I feel like you guys also have this like, being in integrity means the world to you, so you expect it in return. And I feel like that's honestly why you guys come across as being choosy and picky when it comes to love. Okay, that was another thing that I was gonna say that you guys are seen with your reputation. So you guys are definitely independent and self-sufficient, but people also see you as being kind of busy and picky when it comes to love. And it's kind of like you guys, you see through people, first of all, so you don't tolerate people who are being inauthentic, okay? Your intuition is heightening as well as your intelligence. So it's like you cut through the BS. And you're just like, yeah, you know what? Your stuff doesn't match. It doesn't add up. I'm not dealing with it, you know? So it's really, you guys have standards. Yes, sometimes your standards might be a little high and unreachable and maybe not so realistic, but I do totally understand you cutting through the BS with people because, you know, like, it's just how people can be. You know, they'll hand you a line to get what they want, and it's like, no, you know, you guys operate from integrity and you're authentic people, so you expect the same in return, and I completely understand that. Okay, the other thing is I feel like you guys also come across the others like you're so active naturally, like with who you are, and you feel like people can't keep up with you. So Yeah, that could be friendship-wise as well as relationship-wise. Like I said, you guys are like the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going and going and going. And I feel like, that's literally how you operate. So it's kind of like those that are a little bit more laid back. They just, it's like they're not your speed and you might not be theirs and it's all okay. It just, you know, that's just how it is. Okay, so you guys are also coming across as being life path 1s, 5s, or 8s. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you didn't have your own business or weren't working towards one. I'm just getting a real self-starter, self-motivating person. And so not only are you like that with yourself, but you are like that with your friends. I feel like you are that person that hypes them up, okay? And they just feel amazing about themselves and they know that they can go to you for an honest opinion. Okay, you guys aren't going to sugarcoat things and they know that. So if somebody wants an honest opinion, tough love, they're getting it from you guys, okay? You guys also come across to others as like, hear me roar, okay? I'm getting a real lion-like archetype for you guys. So it's kind of like, you are here to shake things up. You're here to get things moving. Very fiery, very Aries, Leo vibes. Gemini as well with the communication especially. And yeah, I see it, you guys, and there is a humanitarianness with you guys, with the Uranus here, as well as I feel like you guys have real expansive ideas and people know this, They know this. Okay, and yep, air vibes as well. Very intellectual, very good at communication is what I'm seeing. Yeah, so the only thing though is I feel like you guys, sometimes your heart is closed and people know this, and you guys do so well success-wise and in the world that it's almost like you feel like you don't really have to go there as far as love goes, because that is the area I feel like that makes you guys feel uncomfortable. So I find this interesting that it's coming through like that. But yeah, just something to be mindful of, because here's what ties your whole thing together, okay? So I got the hummingbird for an animal message for you guys, and it's miracles. So yes, with the birds, I definitely see, having your social circle means the world to you in that interaction, and just being able to communicate is what you guys in particular, need and thrive off of. But along with that, there's a lot of purple here. So I feel like, your spirituality, your intuition, your awareness is all heightening, which is amazing. But on top of that, if you do want to make sure to open the heart along with that, because I see that you guys, the way that you are, if you incorporate love with that, you guys will be a powerhouse, okay? And honestly, I feel like miracles will come from that. That is what I'm getting from that. So your message is, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Yes, because you guys definitely have an effect. Okay, and I feel like that would be such a positive ripple effect. The more you keep it positive and with light and love, basically. Yeah, you guys are basically miracle workers. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what is your reputation? Okay, group number 2. So when I tapped into your guys' energy, something came to me strongly. And it was that I saw that you guys went through something that was really hard for you. Okay, it was like you went through this period of, should I hold on or should I let go? And it just all became too painful for you, so you decided to let it go. And even though you felt it was the best thing for you, it was very hard for you to do, okay? And I just got all this heartache that came through, and and seeing you guys walk away from it, and you've been in this phase of healing since. And what's interesting is, as soon as I saw that, it's kind of like I heard you guys say, but look at how far I've come. Yeah, and I've actually never had that happen. while doing one of these videos before. So that's different. And I'm like, yeah, you know, like I see that you guys have come such a long way from whatever it was. So, you know, that is amazing to see, honestly. Okay, so group number 2. What is your reputation? So those that know this about you, whatever it is that you went through, they see like you coming out the other side of this, okay? And like, you know, you guys are really like persevering, I'm seeing, and really rising above now. And along with that, I'm seeing that, so you guys are definitely seen to be strong and having this strength and like perseverance, I see, okay? And along with that, you guys are also coming across with this energy. Okay, so like I said, you let go of heartache and you're stepping into this new healed version of yourself. So that's definitely how you guys are coming across right now. And when I saw that, the song that came to me is I Love May. Don't need nobody else. No, 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 no. Okay. So you guys are currently like, okay, you are tapping into this self-love and like, I'm doing me energy and I'm putting myself first. And, you know, I'm not accepting anything. I'm not settling. You know, if people want me, they're going to have to step it up. That's how you guys are coming across right now. Okay. So it's like, yeah, it's respectable and people are either with you, they're shifting with you, or they're shifting away from you is what I'm seeing, and it's all okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys are coming across as being authentic, putting yourself first, and like, you know, just really doing what serves you is what I'm seeing. So that's amazing. I see that you guys have this like laser-like focus now when it comes to yourself and when it comes to what matters in your life as well as your priorities. Okay, the other thing that came through when I tapped into your guys' energy is, and I'm going to put this in a way that isn't kind of an, okay, so it's a kind of an edited version of what came to me about this, but it's kind of like you guys have this forget, guys or girls, whoever you're into, get money, okay? So not only are you guys focused on yourselves, but you're also focused on, you know, like money and doing whatever it is that you need to do for your future is what I'm seeing. So like I said, you're kind of putting like relationships a bit on the back burner. Like I do see that you guys want that, but you're also, you know, you're coming across to others like, you know, I'm not being anybody's fool. You know, if they want me, they can hit me up. I'm not chasing. I'm just doing me. And I'm gonna, you know, shine, basically. You guys are shining right now, okay? You're definitely going through a glow up with the Temperance here. And here's what's interesting about that. So you guys, I feel like you have this new way of being where you're like, balance and moderation is key, okay? And unless it comes to shopping. So I feel like that's what's interesting. So you guys actually have these little exceptions for yourself, I see, where you treat yourself, okay? Something I feel like you're not quite used to, but it's all about tapping into that self-love is what I'm seeing. So yeah, you know, you're dipping a little bit more into the materialism, which I feel like either you have, which might be new for you guys. And it's just a reflection of this newness, this new self-love, you know, and you're spoiling yourself. Definite queen, king vibes coming from this group now, okay? It's kind of like you guys, you got the crown and you're like, nobody's going to take that from me now. Yeah. So that's how you guys are coming across. But yeah, with Temperance, definite healing, definite balance and peace. I feel like you guys are at a place now where it's like you want peace over drama, you know? And that's also how you're coming across. Okay, so along with all that, you guys are also coming across kind of like you're in between worlds right now. You're really trying to let go and close the door on what was familiar and kind of a miserable comfortableness. And now you're stepping into the unknown, which can be uncomfortable, but it's so worth it. You feel it, you know it. It's like you're taking off, you know, and it's strange, but at the same time, you know, it's really good for you. Okay, yeah, and you guys, I definitely see with Pluto, you're going through this healing, this transformation. It's like, what also came to me in regards to you is you guys are seen to be like a butterfly now, okay? Or you will be. You're like in this process of it where you're just going to like completely like just flourish in whatever it is that you do, and you're going to have this new awareness after everything that you went through. But right now you guys might be kind of in a cocoon phase is what I'm seeing, or you dip in and out. Like one minute you feel amazing, the next minute you still feel kind of sad or heartbroken, or you know, just kind of confused, caught in between worlds. Okay, I'm getting like a huge mixture for this group, and you know what, it is a process, so be easy on yourself, you know, and just keep going and keep focused on what inspires you and what makes you feel better. So, okay. You guys are also seen to be like a peacemaker and a mediator when it comes to your friend circle. So that's definitely where I get like life path 2 vibes. Like you guys definitely want what's best for people. You want to make sure everybody's kind of getting along. And I feel like, again, like you guys definitely have this peaceful theme to you. So, you know, it's kind of like you want to cut through the drama is what I'm seeing. So you might even be that friend that people come to when they need advice or a shoulder to cry on or just somebody to vent to or tell the latest to. I feel like you guys are really good listeners. You also have this presence and this energy about you that puts people at ease is what I'm seeing. So I'm getting definite water and earth vibes with this group. You could definitely be any other sign. I was also getting air and fire as well, but like I'm just getting them in particular. You guys definitely have this intuitive nature and like a natural healing presence is what I'm getting. And then with the earth, like just a groundedness. And both together, I really feel like an ease. Like, okay, so group 2, you guys are definitely coming across as empaths, and I think that's also what makes you feel kind of like, because you feel things intensely and you know that you have to like allow it to, you know, just move through you and ground yourself, as well as tap into your awareness, so you're constantly connected to your truth is what I'm seeing with that. But yeah, so you guys definitely have life path 2, 3, 6, and 7 coming through strong. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you weren't like counselors, but again, it could just go back to, or healers of some kind, okay? But definitely you guys have this natural like healing ability, I see. And it's not even so much what you guys necessarily say, but I feel like you guys hold the space for others is what I'm getting. And also you've been through it yourself. You've been through the ringer, so it's like you're not just, you know, so you get it. You get it. And you also get that, you know, this pain is temporary. And your friends know that about you. Okay, so I'm also seeing with the 11th house here that there's a new edginess to you guys that's very interesting. Okay, so you guys are seen to all of a sudden, like, I feel like you're kind of becoming a little bit more outspoken. You might be, you know, your outfit might be kind of different. I'm seeing like leather or boots, coming across a bit more edgy, sophisticated like, and a bit more badass. Okay, so along with that, some of you might be in the spotlight as well. That could be literal, but if not, then it could mean that you guys are just starting to post more or, you know, express yourself more. I'm just getting a real, like, you know, where I was on the sidelines before. Nope, I'm not doing that now. I'm emerging, and it's that butterfly-ness that's coming through for you guys. Okay, and it's like you're speaking your truth. You are doing what you're passionate about, you know, and it's all tying in together with that self-love and you putting yourself first, and you know that what's right for you will end up being right for others type energy, and people are picking up on that. You're also coming across like a Taurus in the sense of, I feel like you guys are like, you're becoming strong in your mind, you know, and it's like you're not going to be easily swayed, whereas maybe in the past you were. It's kind of like, nope, you know what, you stand your ground now, and you know what you're about, and you know what you believe in, and now you're charging forward with this new empowered energy is what I'm seeing. And yeah, it's like you are becoming this new empowered self, I see. Okay, so you have the groundedness and the sureness of a Taurus, but at the same time you have this very intuitive healer-like nature with life path 2 as well as water vibes. And then at the same time you are definitely stepping out. in the spotlight and like saying what you have to say. So yeah, group number 2, you guys are definitely being seen as like having a glow up, and this empowered version of yourself is coming through. I also see that you guys are also seen as the spiritual friend, you know, to those that know you, and you love deep conversations, okay? As well as I see that you guys are looking for your tribe. You know that, I sense that you guys know that you can't talk about this kind of stuff to just anybody, and it's kind of like you're looking for your tribe that you feel like you could. Okay, so I also am getting this mixture of you guys where it's like part of you comes across like you are definitely these social people who like to be out and about, and then another part of you guys definitely has this like you're cool being alone, and you know, you like to do things alone. I feel like that's when you tap into your creativity, your spirituality, that kind of thing. Okay, so the animal message that ties all this together for you guys is the wolf, which says Pathfinder. And it says, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Okay, so you guys are definitely coming across now like a wolf, whereas before you did not, okay? So definitely have this independence to you, as well as you're part, you know, of a tribe or with people who are like you is what I'm seeing. And I do see that you guys are definitely having to let go of the past and really immerse this new world, okay? And yeah, and you're going to go back and forth, but you're going to start to recognize that, you know what, it's okay to be in the unknown. It's okay to embrace this change. In fact, it's basically necessary, you know, to be that butterfly. And I'm also getting that some of you might be teachers or speakers as well, maybe even authors, okay? So, yeah, you know, so if you were wondering about any of those fields, definitely go for it. And it doesn't even have to be like a teacher in the usual way. Like just speaking what you know in any way is a teacher. So, okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what is your reputation? Okay, group number 3. So right away when I tapped into your guys' energy, what I felt like was that you guys had to basically, I feel like, grow up fast and become independent and self-sufficient, like early on. Like you had to figure out how to like make it on your own is what I'm seeing. And those that know you know that about you. As well as, you know, you guys are seen to be strong, like you have persevered through some stuff, as well as like a warrior, okay? And that could be literally, okay, so maybe some of you were in the military or did or do something physically that not a lot of people do. Or it's just a warrior-like spirit, okay? Like a perseverance like no other is what I'm seeing. Like no matter what, you guys are coming out of that storm, you know? That's exactly like the feeling I'm getting. And I feel like some of you even have currently like gotten out of a storm, so to speak. And now you're kind of like entering this field where you feel like, like I can breathe again. You know, like this open area is what's coming to me, analogy-wise. Okay. So along with all that, you guys are also seen though to be definitely mysterious with the moon card here. So I feel like, you know, you only reveal what you want people to know. So I definitely feel like you leave a private life. You know, you think like, why would I want people in my business? And you only share or reveal exactly what you want people to know. So you're definitely coming across as mysterious. For a lot of people in this group, I feel like you cut off from a lot of people, and it really was to get back to yourself and do what you feel like was best for you, basically. So a definite me doing me energy. And again, it goes back to that independent nature that you have. And that's also how you're seen. Okay, but what's interesting is what's also coming through with the Eight of Air reversed is that some people think that you guys are being kind of closed-minded when it comes to something in particular. So that's going to be different for all of you, but just think to what do you think that would be in regards to you? Like, what do people think you're not seeing eye to eye with them on? So maybe you're being told this by others and you're just kind of holding a certain stance about something, okay? That's what's coming through for that. So, okay, so you guys are also seen to be like a Sagittarius, so I definitely get this free spirit feeling from you guys, and you like to be on the go, so you're very fire-like in that way. You like activities with movement is what I'm seeing, and you definitely like, I feel like, okay, this kind of ties hand in hand with the Aquarius as well, but you guys definitely like things that are mentally stimulating, okay? So you're an intellect in that way. And so I see that, you know, you guys definitely come across as being those people that either read or listen to things that are mentally stimulating to you. So constantly filling the mind with things that intrigue you. Also with the Sagittarius, I feel like you guys definitely have this witty, comedic side to you, okay? So when you feel like you're in your element, in your zone, I feel like you guys have comebacks, you're witty, you can be funny. Just, I'm getting like a real like comedian type. And with the Aquarius, you guys can also come across as being like kind of unconventional, okay? And doing your own thing, your own way. But here's what's interesting about you guys is that I'm also kind of getting like, okay, this is where you guys kind of come across like a bit of a contradiction. So like an oxymoron here is there's also a definite earth element to you guys that is seen to be like kind of conservative, okay? So whether you are or you're not, it's like you definitely have your morals, values, and beliefs that you hold dear to you. And you definitely have this disciplined, structured way about you that you operate from. So it's interesting, but with the Aquarius, I feel like you're constantly expanding your mind and you're constantly wanting to do your own thing and not follow the crowd, so to speak, okay? So yeah, you definitely have an interesting mixture with these signs. So yeah, and going further with the earth is Virgo. So you guys definitely like, you like to do things, you like to do it well, you like to do it better than everybody else. You like to even, I feel like you guys can even, if it's an area that you're really like an expert in, like you would not shy away from telling others how to do this thing. And you know, you just really thorough and you like to see things through and you pay attention to detail, okay? And people that know you know this. You don't miss a thing. Very observant. So you have like this definite Aquarius and Virgo combination where you don't miss anything. You're very observant. And I feel like, you know, you guys are really good at what you're good at. Either way, I feel like even if you're not, if you feel like you're not good at something, like you'll find a way to be good at it if that's what you want. So you guys also thrive off challenges, and that's a bit of the fiery nature to you as well. So you're a definite combination of things, but I'm getting earth and air strong. Definitely have that mixture of fire as well, though. Okay, here's what's interesting, though. You guys are definitely also, you do have this imaginative, creative, and dreamy-like side to you, but I feel like you don't really acknowledge it that often. Or if you do, like, you don't really let on to it. And I'm not so much getting that people pick up on that about you. Maybe some do, but I feel like that's kind of like your secret world. Okay, so like a Pisces, you're very like got this intuitive imagination and just like a world of your own in a sense. And I feel like if you totally let yourself go, you would just like tap into this creative wavelength where you would be creating things left and right. So you guys, you really do identify with being a practical, down-to-earth, grounded like person. So I feel like this kind of stuff, even these kind of videos, is kind of like new to you. It's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you. And that it's kind of like you feel kind of caught between two worlds is what I'm seeing. Yeah. You guys are definitely feeling like you're caught between two worlds and you're not sure what to make of things. And like you're just kind of like a battle between the head and the heart for certain things, and other things it's kind of like a battle between practicality and what you can't see, you know, and having that blind faith, so to speak. Yeah. You're starting to dive into that type of world, I see. Okay, so yeah, you guys definitely have this adventurous nature to you, and you like to challenge others, I see, as well as yourself. You get a kick out of challenges, and like, what can you do? Like, you like to push yourself in that way. It's kind of like a game, I see. Okay. Definitely getting like life path 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 for this group. All right. Also, okay, so there's definitely this like rock star theme for you guys. So some of you might be in a band or just have a thing with music. And in particular, I'm getting like Billie Eilish and Nirvana vibes for this group. So what that tells me is that you guys have this like rawness to you and authenticity about you, and I feel like you guys are deep people and you channel it through some kind of creative outlet, and it could be music for some of you. Maybe you write songs. For others of you, maybe you write, period. But there's definitely some kind of creative element as well as music coming through. That could be separate though. Maybe you guys get signs and symbols through music. But yeah, definitely see though, you guys channel your emotions through a creative outlet. For some of you too, it's also going to be like physical movement, physical activities is what I'm seeing. Okay, so you guys are also seen to be hard to get as far as communication goes. So that could be in regards to friends and as well as dating wise. Okay. And I feel like that's just currently, I don't feel like that's just always you. Again, it goes back to that you doing you thing. And so I feel like you guys are really like low key. Like you're right now low key, like you're still kind of in the loop. You're seeing what people are doing, what's the latest, but at the same time, you're not really revealing much. And I feel like you're not really giving much, you know? So again, goes back to that mysteriousness. People don't quite know what's up with you, what's the latest, what to make of you if they don't know you. They're intrigued. They find it mysterious, but they don't really know what to do with it. Is what I'm seeing. Also though, going back to the you being hard to get, it's kind of like you guys are coming across as kind of guarded when it comes to love, okay? So yeah, you know, some of you might be coming across as getting over an ex, as well as you guys are definitely seen to be driven in the area as far as like you building yourself up, as well as whatever, you know, finances, your future, all that. That seems to be where your main energy, attention, and focus is. Going back to the you guys being caught between two worlds though, head versus heart, practicality versus, you know, like esoteric. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, you're coming from this old way of being that's familiar and stepping into this unknown, which just feels kind of like really strange is what I'm seeing for that. Okay, you guys also have this justice and fairness theme to you, okay? And with that, I'm really getting that, you know, you guys, you try to do what's right for yourself and as far as everyone else goes, and I think that, you know, you want the best for others, and you might even stick up for the underdog is what I'm seeing. So a definite, like, you know, kind of an advocate for others type of voice. So it's interesting to me because I see that you guys are a person of integrity. Like you do want to say what you mean and mean what you say. But at the same time, okay, that's where that whole conservativeness comes from. And then like the unconventionalness. But at the same time, you will, you know, you're also true to yourself though. You guys are definitely though seen to be knowledgeable. So, you know, you're really good. You really know a lot of information about whatever it is that you're into, and you like to stay up on the latest, and people know this about you. Also seeing that, you know, you guys kind of come across like a professor or a teacher in that way. So you're also really good at communicating what it is that you know and even teaching people. Okay, like you naturally have that. I feel like you guys really don't understand people that broadcast things. Like you think, why? What's the point? Like, what are you trying to get from that? Like you're constantly like reading between the lines and seeing through people is what I'm seeing with that. And you just don't get it. So there's also a part of you that's kind of old school in a way. I feel like this group definitely likes to... I feel like you guys... you like to write letters. No, I feel like this is an old soul group who doesn't quite get or care about a lot of things that people their age do. So like social media, you could take or leave it. And I almost feel like you guys would rather call than text. It's like you miss that authenticity that used to be there, you know, that isn't there now. And yeah. Don't get me wrong though. You guys are also you're also modern though and hip, you know, and youthful as well. It's just you have your own way of going about it than others. Okay, so the animal that ties this whole thing together for you guys is the humpback whale, which is singer. It says, sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Okay, so that also goes back to that creative outlet. So whether you guys are a singer or in a band or not, it could be any creative outlet. I feel like you guys definitely channel this emotion. Okay, so water is emotion, and you guys are going through this healing period right now, you know, and I also feel like you guys are no strangers to diving deep. You know, you guys like to go deep, but you also feel like you can't go deep with everyone. So it's like you appreciate those that you can, as well as the whale represents wisdom. So I feel like you guys definitely have all this wisdom, you know? Yeah, and I just feel like you sharing what you know can help. It can help others. Oh, I almost forgot. The other thing that came through for you guys was like, I got like prince and princess vibes for you guys, okay? And I feel like that is in no way a self-entitled like vibe from you guys. Okay, so actually the Drake song came to me in regards to that. Like started from the bottom, now we here. And going back to being independent and self-sufficient. So I feel like you guys have experienced what it's like not to have things, and then, you know, it's like you adapted, you overcame your obstacles, your situation, and now it's like you're coming from a place where you feel like you do have, you know, you are like that prince or that princess sitting on your throne and like, you know, really like being where you're at now. And it's like, but it's not in a way where, you know, it's like in this, it's a full circle experience of like knowing what it's like not to have, knowing what it's like to have, and then the wisdom that came from everything that went with that, as well as an appreciation now. Yeah, so it's really interesting, and those that know you know that about you. And what's cool too, as far as that goes, is it's like now you guys are kind of like in a place where you're like, all right, yeah, like you feel like you're starting to step into this new empowered version of yourself, okay? And it's a general reading, so where each of you are at could be different, but either way, you know, it's a process and you guys are stepping into it. And it's like now you're kind of like, all right, yeah. Like not only are you starting to feel like yourself again, but you're starting to feel even better. And it's kind of like you're like, all right, now what? You know what I mean? Like you're starting each area of your life starting to unfold. So yeah, that's amazing, honestly. It's like I was saying earlier in this reading, it's like stepping away from that storm into like this field of like kind of like flowers, you know, just like like everything is starting to feel okay again. And now you're kind of like, okay, now what, you know? Okay, group number 3. This is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Alright, bye guys.